Yeah, so what is today? Phone's off. So today's October 26th. And the weather here has just started to be exactly what you think of when you think of the fall, when you think of fall in Ohio. And I am so pumped. I can't stop thinking about getting in the woods. Can't stop. I just honestly can't stop thinking about just being in a tree. And I don't know. It's just I love this time of year. We did trick or treat with my daughter, and it's always this time of year. You know, I feel like I don't know. I'm always maybe more introspective during this time of year. You know, you're gonna be away. You're gonna be in the woods a little bit, and I don't know. I just feel like very blessed in general, and thinking back to last year and like how much time I spent on the farm and how much time, like how much prep work went into it, how much money went into it, how much between the planting and the feeders and the mineral and the scouting and to get sick and to get like cheated out of being able to hunt the rut stunk. But I saw a lot of deer, passed a lot of deer, let a lot of deer grow, got on deer I wanted to get on, got to hunt with Stu, still was able to have, be healthy for the holidays. In general, I've been thinking about just how it was, how I felt back then, how I felt like I got a bad deal. And thinking about it now, I almost feel like you just have to accept the bad, the non-favorable with the favorable. And it's got me even more excited about this season, about pre-rut kicking off here, about the air just having that smell here in Ohio, the leaves changing. That's what I'm most excited about. Every time I call Stu, I'm buzzing with just overall excitement on what to do, where to hang, different spots to check, because there's probably new sign in those areas. And I'm pumped. I had this awesome experience the other day. I went to the range, was from Western hunts back home. I changed my mods on my lift X from 70 pounders to 65s, thinking that I might want to go 65 for whitetail. I don't necessarily need the speed, and I want to be able to draw really slow. And I don't know, I just wasn't enough holding weight or something. It just felt weird. So I put the 70s back on, but everything's great. Like the tune is awesome, the timing's great. But I told myself, you got to go reset now your 20, 30, 40 pin, because I had changed it and I had sat a couple times with the 65s. And so I did that yesterday, and I went back to the range that started it all, the range I did all my videos on, the range that I still go to today, a lot less than I used to, but that I still frequent. And there was two guys there. And the last few times I've been there, it's just been so crowded, so many people, and I haven't been able to do much of what I want to do. I get like either frustrated or, you're shooting bad, you just don't want to be around people. Typically, it's like one of those scenarios. But this, it was awesome. I just got over a cold, and I was going there, and I knew I just needed 20, 30, 40. I knew my tape would be good. I'll verify tape later. And these two guys were super nice, talkative. I was shooting good. And I had genuinely an awesome time. And while I was talking to these guys, this whole idea of like not putting enough on YouTube is an internal thought that I've had, and I haven't. And when I started everything, I started with the intention of doing everything for YouTube. And then Instagram kind of was just bumping at the time, and things sort of took off on Instagram. And that's kind of like all she wrote. But as I was talking to these guys, in my head, I've been saying to Stu, I gotta get back to my roots. I gotta get back to vlogging and doing what I want to be doing. And, long form, medium format stuff is where I wanted to be. That's where I felt the most connection to people. It's where I felt like I made an impact, not in hunting, just in general, in like the lifestyle of what it is that I do that a lot of people do. And I feel like that's what drew me to people and people to me. And you got to feed off of the energy of all of that. And I miss doing that. I miss doing that a lot. And I can't tell you how many of these that I have done here on the farm, at the range, in my truck, that I have not published. And there's really no reason not to be doing it. And I was talking to this kid, and he was saying how he had Instagram at one point, and it just kind of was like, lame. And so, but he still spends a lot of time on YouTube. And if I have a YouTube, he'd sub and he'd watch the videos. And I was like, man, this is almost like divine intervention to what I was saying to Stu about, man, I really gotta do more of what I was doing. I really gotta do what I said I wanted to do, and why I'm not doing it, I don't even know. And so here I am, and this is what I'm doing. So this may go into something that is a preface piece to my vlogs, and these vlogs are gonna go, and I'm committing to it here, and I gotta put it out there and publish it so that you guys can keep me accountable to it. But coming up and getting into the woods and being into the woods a lot, all I need to do is tell myself just to have the camera, to turn the camera on, to have the GoPro, to turn it on. And there's been, I can't tell you how many sits already where I've had a camera in my bag and I've never taken the camera out of the bag. I've had the GoPro and I've never turned it on. And there's no reason not to. And I want to do it. And I'm pumped about putting stuff back out there for people to see or for people not to see. It just needs to be done to make me feel better. And I'm back almost full circle, over 3.5 years later, wanting to do what it is that I want to do. So let this be Sunday, October 26th. Let this be my preface piece into my vlog series that I want to come out, following me, following Stu, following my journey through the 2025 season, and honestly just having fun with it, having fun with the struggles, the grind, having fun with the watching deer, having fun hopefully with putting down the target buck that I've been on, who had literally cheated me 14 minutes and after legal light, and I've been on him ever since. So we're gonna see what's going on, but I need to put more of this out. I need to capture more of the emotion. I think more of the internal monologue that I'm having. I talk to guys, and like these guys at the range, and these are not independent, unique thoughts. These are thoughts echoed through other people, and it can be across anything. It can be across fatherhood. It can be across being an archer, being a hunter, being a whitetail guy, being from Ohio. The struggles, the struggles, the ups and downs of whitetail, and then being a whitetail guy, being a Midwest guy, and going in the West, and the fun, the learning rate, the learning curve of all that. I don't know. Those guys were so nice, and it really made me think yeah, you know what? I absolutely need to be doing what I want to be doing, not as an obligation to anything, but because I said I wanted to, because I know I want to, and for whatever reason, I keep talking myself out of it. So if you find yourself in the same situation where you're talking yourself out of something, I think saying it and saying you want to is one thing, and finding yourself paralyzed and not doing something is totally normal, but just do it. And if you have to do what I'm doing and take your steps along the way, make sure the camera's with you, make sure whatever it is you're trying to do is at least there, it's within reach, and then just pulling the trigger and just doing it and not really worrying about any reason to not do it. So yeah, I'm pumped. The 26th, man, things are going to kick off here. So I'm excited.